Hi, everyone. My name is Heather Havenwood, and I am just so excited that you're here today. So these are Real and Raw with Heather Havenwood. I'm a marketing and sales coach, and specifically for women who have businesses between 500,000 to 5 million. I take them to the next level with all of my online business skills. So I wanted to share with you something specifically today that I just got off the phone with one of my clients, and I think that it really pertains to so many business owners today, that they get overwhelmed with so many things they have to do in online marketing. It can be extremely overwhelming, no matter if you're a small business owner and you're just trying to keep the clients happy, or you actually are a service provider for small businesses, or you're a digital marketing agency. It can be overwhelming with so many different things. So I wanted to just kind of give you a quick little question. It's a little question. It's small. It's only one sentence that I actually have used for a very long time to move me out of a place of desperation, out of a place of bankruptcy many, many years ago in 2008. So I'll tell you the quick story. I was living in Marco Island on someone's couch. Really, it's a gorgeous place to have a couch, but I was living on their couch in Marco Island in 2008 and 9. And believe it or not, just to give you an idea of how desperate everything that whole Southwest Florida was that a U-Haul, just like a trailer U-Haul, just to get a trailer, which usually would cost like $200 to get, cost $600, and you had to go 3 hours to get it. My point is, when I called the U-Haul company, they said, well, we don't have any U-Hauls in your area. You actually have to drive 3 hours to get it. And I said, why? They go, because everyone's leaving your area. There's no jobs, which kind of made me laugh. And it reminded me of that today when I overheard that it's $2,000 for a trailer going outside of San Francisco, but only $200, same trailer, $200 to be moving into San Francisco. So the point is, all right, so here I am, 2008, and a dear friend of mine, Richard, who lives in West Palm, very successful man, called me and said, why don't you come have dinner with me? And I said, that would be great. I'd love to see you. However, I don't even have the money to get back. And he goes, don't worry about it. I'll give you some cash so you get some gas to get back. So we go to dinner, we have this great conversation, and he's just a mentor of mine, such a sweetheart. And he looks at me and goes, Heather, I want you to start asking yourself this question before you do anything in life. Does it feed my confusion or strengthen my clarity? Does it feed my confusion or strengthen my clarity? I said, Richard, I don't have anything going on. Because I want you to start asking yourself that question before you do anything. Like, does it feed your confusion or strengthen your clarity to eat that chocolate cake? Like, okay, got it. All right. Start with the littlest things, he said. Start with the minor things. Going to the gym or not, does it feed your confusion or strengthen your clarity? Start with what you are already doing. And so that really struck a chord with me, and I started to do that practice. It is actually what moved me out of Marco Island, living in Austin today. It's what moved me out of this spinning. I don't know about you, but if you have ever been in any kind of, I call it a personal catastrophe or personal drama, it could have been a divorce, it could have been your childhood, whatever it is, some kind of moment where it ruined your life. It could have been a car wreck. And after that, you just feel kind of traumatized. You just don't know which way is up or down or straight or narrow. And people keep saying, just focus on your goals. And you feel like you're kind of rambling around in one of those hamster wheels. Have you ever seen a hamster wheel? That's how I felt like. I felt like I was literally standing still and going nowhere and just running, but going nowhere. I mean, that's really what I felt like. And so when I started asking myself that question, it really threw me. It really threw me. And so I started asking myself that question. And the first thing I did was I actually moved from Marco Island to Austin. And every time I made a decision, I always asked myself that question: does it feed your confusion or strengthen your clarity? And so I make that decision now. Every time I'm out and do an interview, every time I start a new business idea, every time I start a new relationship, I really ask myself that question: does it feed my confusion or strengthen my clarity? It's a powerful question. So I was on a client call today, and we were talking about all these amazing things we're creating in her business. And she got really overwhelmed, like really overwhelmed. And I said, just breathe, before you do the next step, right? You ask yourself the question, does it feed your confusion, strengthen your clarity? And it just made her such peace with everything that was going on. She's like, oh, I now know what to start on. I had another friend, really was inclined, a friend reached out to me today. It's a situation where she's in a business partner relationship and the gentleman is trying to sell, they're trying to like disillusion the business. And she really feels like he's kind of running the cards. And he is at this point. And I said to her, because there's a couple options she has, I said to her, which choice will feed your confusion and which choice will feed your clarity? What's going to be best and clear for you? And in that moment, she knew what decision and path she was going to take. She was dealing with like the fight in front of her. But the moment she asked herself that question, her higher self, her intuition goes hard left or hard right. There's another choice here. Here's the other choice. You didn't even see it. You're dealing with the fight versus there's a whole nother path. I didn't tell her that path. I didn't tell her the answer. She told herself. And that is the power of this question. So today, tomorrow, in whatever area of your life, right? I highly suggest you use this question. Does it feed your confusion, strengthen your clarity? My name is Heather Havenwood. This is Real and Raw, the Entrepreneurial Life with Heather Havenwood. I'd love for you to give me some comments below. Until next time.